Luke, disappointing one. Conditions not the best as well. What did you make of that?
No, I think the conditions is not a problem. It's more the just lack of energy and the lack of we didn't have the bravery to play with the ball in the second half, and then if we're not going to play with the ball, we have to scrap and have a fight. We have to scrap and fight, and we didn't do either very well.
Of course, all the talk before the game was defensively after last weekend, but going forward, particularly second half, there wasn't too much going forwards either. Is that how that is a concern to you?
Yeah, it's a huge concern because if we're not going to be great defensively and then we're not going to outscore the opposition, then I'm not sure what we're going to do. So, look, I mean, we know that we've scored good numbers in the division already, and we need to continue to try to keep teams out. But yeah, today the second half, I mean, the first half was quite cagey, but we make a breakthrough, and then I think it's a brilliant save from Dan Crowley's effort, and we went close one or two times. But the second half, just I don't even recognise the team.
What did you say to them at half time? Because I imagine you probably weren't too happy with the first half performance as well.
Yeah, not too happy, but I'm not too disappointed because the opposition worked so hard and made it really difficult. And so in a difficult game when we scored and created a very good chance and one or two more openings, then I'm okay with the first half performance, and we have to maintain and we have to try to get the upper hand in the second half and establish ourselves more on the game. But we've done the opposite, so we got what we deserved.
How much did the conditions matter today? Because it was very, very windy, the ball howling round. It was difficult to play your style at times, I'm sure. Was that how much of that does influence the result?
Yeah, it's difficult style, but not to try and scrap. You know, you're hanging on. If you want to hang on to a 1-0 lead, no problem. Then dig deep and fight for the ball and clear the ball. And if it's too difficult to play, then don't lose the game. You've already done enough to win it. You already made the breakthrough. But then so lethargic and weak at times in the challenge, and so many loose passes because we don't feel good. So then in the end we got steamrolled.
Results-wise, this is probably the trickiest spell since you've been in charge of Notts County, and you take immense pride in the work that you do. How are you feeling personally at the minute?
Well, I'm not happy because I want to win, but it's no good to just be there when the team is winning every week. I need to try to help them and try to remain focused on the job so that that we can try to come through the other side of it. But we're new to the division, and we're trying to learn the players that can perform really well regularly and the ones that find it more difficult, and we're trying to learn the oppositions, what they're like. So I think it's one of the last teams for us to play. We only have maybe 3 more opponents to play that we didn't play yet, and we stuttered. We throughout the whole first half of the season pretty much now we've stuttered. We play good and then really poor, and then we play good, and we can't seem to find a consistency. We play good in the first half and bad in the second, and vice versa. So we need to find a decent level and be able to maintain that.
And how confident are you doing that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't think. Really, I would love us to be promoted and then just walk through the next division, but realistically, it's going to be a bit more difficult, and we need time to put the squad together in the best possible way, and to try to learn how we can play in the division.